The clock on the wall of Class 5 ticked with a heavy, rhythmic precision that seemed to echo through the silence. It was quiz day, a day where reputations were built or broken. Ms. Sharma stood at the front desk, her presence commanding absolute attention. She picked up a thick stack of cards and tapped them sharply against the table. The room buzzed with anxious chatter as students gripped their desks. They were eager, hungry to earn points for their respective teams in this high-stakes academic battle. Ms. Sharma scanned the room like a hawk, her eyes searching for the first participant. Finally, she locked eyes with Kabir. "Kabir," she said, her voice cutting through the noise like a cold blade. "What is the capital of Australia?" Kabir stood up, his legs feeling slightly heavy. In his mind, the names Sydney and Melbourne flashed like bright, distracting neon signs. He could feel the weight of 20 pairs of eyes staring at him, waiting for a spark of brilliance. The pressure was a physical thing, pressing against his chest as he searched for the right words. He blurted it out with a sudden burst of confidence. "Sydney!" The silence that followed lasted only a heartbeat, but it felt like an eternity. Then, a wave of cruel laughter crashed through the room, shattering the air. A boy in the back row leaned over and shouted, "Kabir is so dumb!" The words stung like a physical blow. Kabir felt his face flush a deep, hot red, the heat spreading from his neck to his forehead. He slumped back into his seat, pulling his shoulders toward his ears as if trying to disappear into his own skin. Miss Sharma slammed her hand onto the desk, a thunderous sound that silenced the room instantly. "Class, that is not how we treat each other," she said, her gaze sharp and unforgiving. She turned her attention back to Kabir, her expression softening. "The correct answer is Canberra. Mistakes are simply the tools we use to build knowledge," Ms. Sharma said. Kabir stared at the floor, but then he slowly looked up. He watched as Ms. Sharma wrote, "Canberra," on the board in large, clear letters. He listened as she explained the history of the city's selection, and for the first time, he saw the logic. He stopped looking at his feet and started tracking every single word she said, absorbing the lesson. Half an hour later, the tension in the room remained high, but Kabir felt different. Ms. Sharma pulled a new card from the stack. "Which planet is known as the Red Planet?" This time, Kabir did not hesitate for a second. His hand shot into the air like a rocket, fueled by a new kind of certainty. "Mars," he declared, his voice ringing out clear and strong. The class fell quiet, then erupted into genuine applause. Ms. Sharma nodded, a wide, proud smile spreading across her face. Kabir sat tall, his hands resting firmly on the desk. He had moved past the laughter of the morning, turning his focus entirely toward the next challenge on the board.
So, how are you doing? It was a bittersweet day for me at least. You see, mistakes don't make you dumb, they make you a learner. When someone insults you, the best response is to stay calm, listen, and grow from the experience. See you in the next video. Bye.